Are you looking for a quick and effective way to analyze trends in the marketplace in either a long-term or a short-term chart? Well, let me show you a quick tool that I use that I like to use to do that. It's very effective. It's just called a moving average, and you just kind of assess a moving average on a crossover. So let's just open up a fresh chart here. Let's open up the S&P 500. I've got a blank chart in here that I use for just clean purposes. Let's go a 5-minute chart, and then let's just load 50 days. Okay, do not plot. Okay, all right. So, I need a 5-minute chart is what I need. Okay, right here. So I'm gonna get rid. Actually, let's just go to the micro MES. That'll be a clean chart. Okay, here we go. Nothing on this chart. We can get rid of all this on there. Just a basic clean chart. Here we go. So what I like to do is I like to set up a moving average crossover, and for that I use a tool from Ninjacators, and the single indicator is called the moving average crossover. Okay, so I'm going to add that to my chart, and what I'm going to do is I like to use exponential moving averages. To me, they're a better read and they smooth out. I use, on a small time frame, I use a 5 and I use a 13. Okay, so I'll use two EMAs, exponential moving averages, and I'll use a 5 and a 13. Your 5 is your short term, your 13 is the longer one, right? Obviously. Okay, so now let's go ahead and apply that to the chart, and let's take a look. Okay, so pretty boring, pretty bland so far. You've got your 5, which is hugging price real close here, and then you've got your 13, which is a little bit looser off of price. Okay, now this tool does a little bit more than just this. It does. So let's go into it here real quick. You can set this so that there's some color logic to it, and I want that to enact when they cross over one another. Okay, so we're going to plot the color on the up color, the down color, and then we're going to also let's see what that does here. Okay, so that just draws on the lines, and then we're going to also fill that in as well. And that is done. Bar fill. Nope, we don't want the bar fill. Background color. Nope, we want the plot fill. We want that one right there. Okay. So I check off those two, the 5A section here, and this one here, the 1A. And that is our tool. Okay, so now you can kind of go through here, and you can very quickly assess where we are and what we are doing. Where the trends are. You can look at it from a 5-minute, you can look at it from a 10-minute, and you can really start to ID what direction the market is going. So red is obviously a downtrend. You can see that in two ways, from the downtrend and from price actually just moving down, the lower highs and the lower lows. And then you can also just see very quickly at a glance, if you've got multiple on your screen, multiple securities, which one's in a downtrend, which one's going sideways, and you can tell that pretty quickly here when this starts to bunch up like this. Now, trend reversals, all right, so let's say you're trading the overnight session, the London session. You can see right here, as price breaks down through here, you get your crossover here, the price is continuing to move down, then you kind of wait for a pullback back into your EMA cloud, I call this, and then go short. Okay, very simple, very quick way to take a look and assess where the trends are, where price is headed on the interim short-term basis, and you can expand this out into the longer term by just adjusting your EMAs and what size you want to assess. The popular ones are 9 and 21, 5 and 13. Let's see, what's another one? 34.50. There's also the 50 and the 200, which is a really popular one on a day or a week analysis. But as you move lower, you can, on the lower time frames, this is a quick way to assess the trend. Hope that was helpful. Again, this is the Ninjacator moving average crossover, and it's available at our website.